Today we got the blade in for the bandsaw. So we're going to do a little work on leveling the work surface on the bandsaw, get this blade installed, and start on some projects. The blade I chose is a 112 inch Timberwolf bandsaw blade. This is a 3/4 inch blade with 3 teeth per inch, and the thickness is 0.025. This should work really well for resawing, cutting thick boards and wood. Let's get it installed. I was doing some test cuts on a different blade that I had, so we got to get that swapped out. Slide it off the top tire. Comes right off the bottom. Before I get the next one installed, I'm going to check the level on this. The whole machine is leaning a little bit to the right. It's even. When this thing winds up though, it really does get kind of vibrating a little bit, so I'm hesitant to put a wood shim or something underneath it. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll get the new blade on, make some cuts, and check that it's at a 90. It's not too bad though. Now we can get this one unwrapped and get it installed. As it sits in the saw, the blades are pointing down. Kind of like I rest it on the top here, get it lined up through, get it on the bottom tire, and we'll come back up and fix the top. Slowly tightening the tension knob on top. Before we get too tight, we can run it along with the finger here, see how it's tracking. The blade should sit as close to center on this tire as possible. I've made some adjustments on the previous blade to get it pretty close to where I want it. But as I'm pushing this wheel with my finger, you can see it's tracking pretty close to center, maybe a little more forward than backward. And the bottom's a little more forward than backward too. So what we can do on the back here is an adjustment knob. And if we roll this and tighten, you can see that that blade moves back on the tire. I don't want it too far back. Right about there I think is perfect. The next thing I'm doing is looking at all of the guides. So it's sitting between these two guides here and then this roller bearing in the back. It's just barely not touching it. That's perfect. There's a similar setup underneath. I have that set up the same way. Okay, I'm happy with the setup so far. I'm going to get these doors closed and then we'll do a little test run. Okay, that looked good so far. Everything's clear. I can hear it rubbing slightly on the guides on the underside. There's some maybe minute adjustments I'm going to make there, but I think it's time. Throw a glove on, test cut some wood. I'm really happy with that so far. I just cut out this wood spoon blank. So now I can work on rasping this down, making it ready for use. Really enjoying this. I think that with this blade on here, I'll be able to do a lot of really cool things. Still a little nervous around it. It's bigger than anything I've used before, and it's very aggressive. So just got to take some time to get comfortable with it, run some projects through it. I get a better feel for it as time goes on. I had to make some modifications to this bandsaw. I was having some issues with the metal wood clutch handle. So I had to remove that. And then I removed the metal side mechanism. This is the gearbox here. It had a bunch of gears on it. The shroud was covering it. But I had to take that off to do a small repair on the shaft inside there. So I don't have any of the shrouding or anything on there right now because I've been working on that. But I got it to a spot where it's running really good now. I'm still learning the pressure I can put on this blade. This blade is specifically good for cutting thick and resawing hard lumbers. So I'm excited to start to work on that. But I'm learning the pressure, and I'm trying to get a feel for the machine here. It's a little bit daunting. This thing is pretty big, bigger than anything I've used before. So taking my time, getting used to it, learning this machine one step at a time here. I have a couple of scraps of hard red oak here from the coffee table project I'm working on. So I just need to cut them in half for the wood burner at the cabin. Let's see how it runs through these. These are a little bit thicker, so I'm able to get the square on here to see they're really close. I'm so excited that this bandsaw is now installed. Got the blade on it. We've done some test cuts. Everything looks good. Some minor tweaks here and there. Some of the first few things that I'm going to do with this is cutting veneers. I'm going to try to cut some veneers once I get the fence on here. I want to cut my own logs down into dimensional lumber, so making a jig for that, and a bunch of other things. So for now, I'm going to get this cleaned up. I'm still waiting on the hard wax to coat the workspace with, so I'm going to prepare it for that. And then I've got a table project going on at the same time, so I'm excited to share that with you when it's done. Well, that's it for today. I'm excited to get this tool in the shop and working, and I can't wait to see what projects I can use this tool with.